What? Di-RRec Gaming is coming on right now? You can't be serious. I'd like to welcome everybody to the Xbox League podcast, the League of Extraordinaires, the Green Emerald Fortress, where all green gamma gems shine, and we have infinite rooms for anybody that's a real gamer and an Xbox fan. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell. Never miss a beat on the ones and twos as we grab these mics and we get ready to perform. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to come out here on Di-RRec Gaming. And for that, we are eternally grateful. And what's that you say? What's that you just said? You just said that so you're getting rid of your Xbox. You bought your Xbox, now you're getting rid of your Xbox. You said you're getting a PC. Okay, so you getting rid of your Xbox, you getting a PC? Okay. Oh, but you still gonna subscribe to Game Pass? So you getting rid of your Xbox, you're getting a PC, but you still gonna subscribe to Game Pass.
The following is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody from around the world, we are here. It's Di-RRec Gaming time. It's the channel that raises the X banner as high as it can be raised for the whole world to see. We are Xbox fans here. We are here to celebrate what Xbox does and what Xbox brings to the table. We're not going to be here for a very long time. This ain't going to be a 3-hour cooking show, but I guarantee you, somebody's about to cook. I'm going to pass this mic around. I know who wants to say something because today he's been bothering me, bugging me all day. And I'm telling y'all right now, a huge shout out to my man 30 Below. A huge shout out to my man Rain G4 in the building.
Chat Pat,
stand up. I go by the name of the New Legal. I'm here to represent Di-RRec Gaming to the fullest. I got my man Spark 117 on the ones and twos representing the Maple Leaf, Red Leaf, Canadian country from Canada in the building. I got also another West Coast home comrade of mine, a homie of mine. And you know, I don't know if he was born in California, but I was, but it's West Side all day. He goes by the name of Resident Gamer O. Or should I say Zero when I'm not trying to be lazy. How y'all feeling tonight, man?
feeling good, man. Game Pass is continuing to show its value and its power, not only for gamers and developers, but we just keep getting more games, and there's too much to play, famo. I'm on Metaphor right now. I'm just loving life, loving Xbox.
You know, one thing about you, man, is one thing I like about you. And let me give a big shout out before we start doing this. I want to give a big shout out to my man Realist One. My man's been working his butt off. He hasn't been able to kick it with us in a while, but
Shout out to the real.
when we get him back on, we're gonna let that man cook. Shout out to you, Realist. Shout out to Games Trailers out there too, man. That's my other comrade out there doing his thing. He's working out there, grinding out there in New York. But whenever we can have those guys on, man, it's a big party. We love to have those guys on there. Spar 117, don't worry about him. He's on the couch chilling. He's probably on the low, sneaking up on some Halo, playing his Xbox, or just chilling in the background, just listening. You know how he does. So you ain't got to worry about Spar 117. Chat Pat, what's good in the building, y'all? We here. We love y'all. We're going to do this show. I got two mics. Rez, Game Pass continues to impact the industry, man. There's a lot of things that are going on. Microsoft's duffel bag is out here doing its work. That duffel bag is called Game Pass. And the funny thing about it is, what's this out here about Atomic Heart, man? What's this out here? Rez, here's the mic.
Yeah.
Here's the mic, Rez. Go ahead and cook,
So
bro.
we once again get another perfect example of why Game Pass is good for the growth of the industry and overall just what the way it brings so many different things of value, not only to gamers but to developers as well. And we got a prime example because we just got news this week that the developer of Atomic Fall just announced that because of their success on Game Pass, they are now able to build their own publishing arm.
Wow.
All because of Game Pass. Now, what more proof do you need that Game Pass is good for gaming? I mean, how much more do you need? It's funny because when Game Pass first came out, it was controversial, right? People thought it wasn't going to last. People thought it would die in a few years, not even last maybe that long. People said it was going to cannibalize game sales. People said it was going to hurt developers. People said it was going to devalue the proposition of gaming. And it's kind of done the complete opposite in so many different ways. I mean, we're seeing that right now. And this is just another great way of showing that not only does Game Pass work, but it's working in different ways that we didn't even think was going to be possible. Just because, it started off not good, right? It didn't have the hit quality titles. It didn't have, the big bangers right off the bat, right? They started off with smaller titles. They started off with the indies. They started off with their older back compact games, right? So nobody really saw what Microsoft was getting towards. Then they started with their strategy, right? They started building their studios. They started building the portfolio. They started creating new partnerships. They started showing the developers that Game Pass is a doorway into building not only their community, but their game. Because not only are they getting the bag, right? They're getting the money, but they're getting the marketing, right? The advertising, right? Of the game. And the game is going to stay in that service for a long period of time. And it's not going to cost the consumer anything but the subscription fee. So that introduces them into the game when most likely they weren't ever going to play it before. They weren't ever going to buy it before. It might have been a genre that they never probably would have tried before. But because of what Game Pass brings to them, what that introduces to them getting into the system, they're going to try that game. Right, they're gonna play it because they're not. It doesn't cost them anything else more. Right, it's just the one-time fee, and they get to explore these games that they probably never would have explored before because of the financial limits or because they didn't want to take the risk. Right, Game Pass is risk-free for developers in a lot of ways. They don't really lose anything by putting it in the service. It actually benefits them by putting it in the service. We've seen it time and time and again. Let's go back to Palworld. Palworld launched on Game Pass exclusively for PC and Xbox. And look how successful it's become. It smashed records. It broke the Steam. The only game that it didn't beat on Steam was I think it was Counter-Strike Global Offense or one of the shooter games. It basically outperformed every game in history except for one on Steam. It brought them to a point where they as well could also create their own publishing arm. So it wasn't just Atomic Fall, it was also Palworld as well that benefited from Game Pass. They even said it themselves. This service was the penultimate idea, and I think this is definitely what is bringing gaming more to people, more accessibility, especially now and the way things are now with the rise in prices and cost and all the downsides that a lot of the industry trends are going. Like, this is the one thing that seems to be what brings everything kind of back together. And this example of Atomic Fall is just one of many that we've been seeing lately, Famo. And I'm really happy because this is, like I said, I've mentioned this on multiple shows before, but this was a long time coming. They've been building on this service, and they've been building on their strategy of bringing their top quality games, bringing the variety of games. Like, no one has the type of variety Microsoft has. You can argue Nintendo, but not to the top tier quality, not to the different types of experiences you get for the value you get through Game Pass. And it's not just the exclusive, which everyone seems to still care about, which I think it's becoming less and less relevant. I mean, the experts see it, the CEO see it, Phil's mentioned it, Shuhei's mentioned it. It's not about exclusives anymore. It's about, what do you bring to consumers that brings them the best experience and the best value, right? And nothing else right now does that in gaming. You can't, there is no other comparisons. Nothing else is quite the same, right? And we're seeing, not only is this helping developers, but this is helping Microsoft build upon the technology that's going to power the games, the technology and the hardware that's going to power the games and power their services and their features. This is becoming a multifaceted thing where it's an all-around beneficial thing, not just for gaming, but for the industry as a whole, for everything that they bring to it. So, this is just, one more reason why people should let go of this constant hate that they have towards the platform, this constant narrative, this constant downplaying of what Game Pass brings to the industry, because it really is game changing. And people really need to understand that this is going to be beneficial for everyone. Like, they need to let that go, because we're going in a good direction right now, right? And it's only going to get better. I mean, we're already seeing it right now. It took some time for them to get here, but and we know in gaming and in life, everything takes time, right? It takes time. It takes years to build these relationships. It takes years to build their studios. It takes years to put a good service together. I mean, look at Netflix. They didn't start out great right off the bat. Amazon didn't start off great right off the bat. They all had to build towards the greatness, right? And we're finally starting to see it after, since I think it was Game Pass came out in 2017, 2018. So it's been 8-9 years, but we're there, and this is just the start. Like, and we're already overwhelmed with games. I mean, like, right now, I just barely finished the games that Microsoft has already released this year, and that's only because I'm a hardcore gamer and I play a lot. Can you imagine what the casual gamer is experiencing right now? It's like going to a buffet. You have all these amazing choices, and you're like, well, where do I start? It's kind of overwhelming, right? You don't know where to pick. You're gonna have to kind of jump in. But the thing about
let this man cook.
This is the vision that they've been building towards for a long time. People just didn't see it. Even now, they still don't see it. They still think that it's not a big deal. But now in 2025, things are starting to turn around. You're seeing it in the media, right? Like things, their attitudes are starting to shift. You're starting to see people online attitudes start to shift. They start to see what Sony and Nintendo are doing, and they realize, hey, maybe Xbox isn't so bad after all. Maybe we should check them out. You know, it's starting to change people's minds about the platform, and I think Game Pass is definitely a driving force of that. Them delivering on their promises with the service and with their games, which they've been delivering. And it's only going to get better, and it's only going to grow further. So I'm all here for it. I love to see stories like this because it makes me confident in the future of gaming and the potential of where Microsoft can take it. Because let's be honest, Sony and Nintendo are perfectly fine with doing the same old every year, every decade, every generation. You're not seeing much shift there. You're not seeing much change. Who was the first to introduce online social gaming? Xbox. Who was the first to introduce a swappable hard drive and other technological features? Who was the first to introduce xCloud, cloud gaming,
Xbox.
in a better form? Xbox. They're the ones that are constantly changing the industry and revolutionizing it in different ways, and they're still doing it. And that's their big commitment with the next generation Xbox, is they want to have the greatest technical leap ever in a console generation. They're thinking 4 or 5 steps ahead. Meanwhile, Nintendo and Sony are still walking at the same pace. You know what I mean? Like, we're not seeing any change there. And this is what I want to see, because if they lead the industry forward, the other two, maybe not Nintendo necessarily, because you know how they are, but Sony will follow. Other game companies will follow, because they bring a lot of different things that nobody else offers to their gamers, to their consumers. And I think they need to definitely continue focusing on that and continue focusing on Game Pass and delivering their first-party games, which they're still going to be exclusives, by the way. I know people are still hung up on those just 4 games. But this was all about their vision for what they want to do and expand their base, because they want to get what they always talk about, and that's their monthly active users, their subscribers, right? That's what drives their business. That's what sustains their business. Selling consoles, selling one-off games, that doesn't cut it anymore. People need to get out of this old school thinking of the way the industry used to be. They need to get focused on where the future of the industry is going to be and where Microsoft is taking it. And the way that we're hearing these stories from these developers shows us that it's beneficial for everybody, including the industry. So we really need to give Microsoft their flowers, because they're the ones that are actually trying to make things different. And that's part of this whole strategy, is play anywhere, anytime, any device. No matter where you play, our games will be there. You don't have to be on an Xbox console. That's their driving force. They want people to experience games in ways that they've never experienced before, by making them playable and accessible anywhere with everything that you've brought to the system. They care about their consumers. That's why they're building a whole entire team dedicated to preserving your games, to bringing games from the past to the future. We've already started seeing it trickle in now. And they're even going further by giving you access to their games on mobile coming up soon. Pretty much anywhere. Like that's what they're trying to do, is they want everybody to play games. They don't want just the rich elite. They don't want you know, the snobs, the people, the hardcore, because they know the hardcore will be there. They want to bring people in who've never experienced games before, who financially might have trouble experiencing the games, right? They want to make the accessibility there. And the driving force behind that and their secret sauce is Game Pass. And this is like something that you and me, Legal, I mean, I know Real too has seen it. We've seen it for a while coming. It's been cooking, and the benefits are starting to come to fruition in many ways. And this is a very exciting time for gaming. I don't think gaming has ever been, I mean, I will say the layoffs, not talking about the layoffs. I'm talking about specifically the future of gaming, not the industry downturns. That is, of course, very unfortunate and very sad. We don't want to see that. I definitely, my hearts go out to the devs there, but mainly what we want to see is we want to see it be successful, right? And what better way to be successful than to bring gaming to everyone, even those who are not as fortunate. So yeah, I know, Famo, you praise Game Pass all the time. Do you feel like there's going to get to a certain point where the naysayers will finally shut up, given all this news? Like, how do you feel about the atomic fall news? Is this just more proof that this is good for gaming?
From day one, in my heart, my gut, I knew Game Pass is going to evolve in a way that it's going to not only benefit the end users, which is us gamers, as well as the developers, publishers, everybody else. It's money in the bank for them. It's like me and you creating an album, putting it on iTunes, right? People streaming it. How much do we pay for iTunes? $10 a month, right? I knew at one point this thing is going to blow up. And now
it's sustainable revenue, right? That's why Sony was fighting so hard. That's why Jim Ryan flew around the clock during the APK acquisition, because he knew how powerful the sustained revenue of Call of Duty was. He knew that they couldn't lose that because that was their major revenue generator, right? Because it was a continuously sustainable revenue source, right?
When I got the Xbox, I got that based on two schoolmates. We were in science class, and I was in the middle row, and I was the third one back, and then those guys were in the left row, the second one. Two brothers. They were sitting there talking Halo this, Halo that. I'm like, well, what are you guys on about, man? He's like, you know the new Xbox? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you got to try this game. I'm like, okay. And ever since then, man, I knew there was some kind of magic with Microsoft in creating this console. It's the first of its kind, and it makes sense. And everything that they delivered just killed it.
I agree.
Well, Resident, you asked me a question, right?
Hold on, let me finish before you answer. So the strategy of bringing their games to the PlayStation, they had to think of it like this. If they sell their games at $70 as a one-off price, and they make, let's say, $500 million off of like one game. I'm just throwing a number out there. It's not going to be accurate, but if they do that, it's a one-time revenue source, right? But if they shift it and they sell it on Game Pass through the subscription, and that person continues subscribing, even right now, they're generating $500 million to $1 billion a month on Game Pass alone. So it doesn't make sense for them, and especially if they want to sustain the business, if they want to keep creating more games, creating more partnerships, they're going to need sustainable revenue, right? So what better way to create more revenue streams than to go out onto other platforms, right? Sell their games, because like Shuhei said about porting PlayStation games to PC, it's literally just like printing money. He said that himself. Baby. Prints money. So what do you think that does for Microsoft? It's all profit for them for the most part. It's another revenue stream on top of Game Pass. So basically making the business to where they can generate the most amount of revenue possible in order to continue to deliver on their promises of expanding their games, creating new partnerships, putting their games accessibility on every device, anywhere, playable anytime, introducing those new technologies, those new features for the next gen consoles and beyond, to be able to afford to continue with all of their mission directives for what they want to achieve. They have to have multiple revenue streams. That's the only way it's possible, right? Because they crunch the numbers. They run the reports. They know how much all the games make. They know how much Game Pass makes them every month. They know how much it costs them to sustain their cloud servers, how much it costs them to build one game, one AAA game. They know how much revenue they need to achieve every year to basically not only profit, but to continue on with what they're doing, what their mission is. So that's a genius move by Phil, because they knew that they were only they had a ceiling, right? If they stayed just exclusives to Xbox, if they stayed just exclusive to Xbox and PC, they're hitting a ceiling. They can only make so much revenue, right? They can only reach so many players, right? So what other ways can you expand that, right? There's only so many different ways, right? The best way to do that is to release on more platforms to start, right? Start off with Switch, PlayStation, then mobile, right? You put it everywhere, TV. You put it everywhere that anybody can play a video game on, right? And that's also how they're going to achieve increasing their subscriber base, right? Their MAUs. So it's all part of the same goal that they're trying to hit, right? For everything they're doing. So this is great news. Like I said,
what happened?
Damn, we have a live and direct moment.
Hell yeah.
Feeling good about Game Pass right now. Okay, Famo, it's your turn.
We're feeling nostalgic. That's how it is right now.
Okay.
A moment of silence, please. 30 seconds. Shout out to Xbox, Microsoft, all the gamers in the world, every single one in the panel. Chit chat, chat pack. Shout outs to y'all. Staying OG, repping Xbox and gaming and enjoying gaming all day, every day. Beautiful community, all of you. Thank you. You're amazing.
All right, Rez. You gave me a question, and I'm not gonna play. I'm not here to play games. Y'all know I'm not here to play games. I'm here to come off the top rope, and I'm about to come off the top rope. See, a lot of y'all like to listen to the entertainment of the media, and that's fine, because as long as you pander to that, you'll always catch an L. You're always gonna catch L's. So for all of y'all out there that pander with the media, I don't even pay y'all any attention anymore. Just let that be known. Everybody wanted to make an excuse for Doom Dark Ages, because we already knew what the result was going to be for the PlayStation fans. We already knew they wasn't going to come to the show. Mm-hmm. So don't sit up here now and act like, coming up with excuses that Doom Dark Ages is just saying, I don't like it. It's just, no. Listen, your pockets are too short to box. You ain't stepping in no ring, because we already knew you guys don't buy games. Now, I would have went to the most paid game on Xbox. But you know what? That one doesn't really reflect the impact of what Doom Dark Ages is on Xbox. Because the last time I checked, Bethesda's Xbox. And I know that hurts y'all's heart. Y'all still haven't recovered from the ABK deal. And that's okay, because that's your problem. That's not Xbox fans' problem. So let's get down to it. Where's the power of game success at? It's in the mouth of the gamer. Everybody knows this. Word of mouth make games explode. They explode beyond heights that are record-breaking settings. And when we see things like that, gamers spread the word like hot fire. Your game is gonna blow up. Now, let me tell y'all something. The number one most popular game on Xbox with friends, it's not Fortnite. It's not Roblox. It's not even Minecraft. Because the last time I checked, Xbox is a shooter box. The number one popular game with friends is Call of Duty.
Mhm.
So that sounds correct. But when I notice, because see, I'm mobile right now. I do the show mobile. I'm starting to like this. But what I've noticed on my Xbox app is the number two most popular game of friends. With friends. Notice with friends. And the last time I checked, this game was a single player game. So that tells me if this game is number two as a single player game and it's the most popular with friends, that means a whole lot of people up in these game chats and a whole lot of people are talking about this game. And that's Doom Dark Ages. Now hold your horses. Hold your horses. It's about to get real good. So while y'all banter with the gaming media, Bethesda comes out. Not the gaming media, the developers come out. All right? It says that Bethesda has announced that Doom the Dark Ages has become the developer's ID Software's biggest launch. I'm going to say that again. It's become its biggest launch. So do you think I care that PlayStation fans didn't buy it and they want to talk noise about the game? It's their biggest launch. So that means that a game can launch and be its biggest without them. Huge hazardous exposure right now. Not only is Xbox not scared to put their games anywhere, but even when donkeys try not to buy the games, because I think they're catching on now. Oh, damn, if we buy these Xbox games, we're going to make sure Xbox sticks around. Well, somebody told you a lie. Because it really doesn't matter what you do. You ain't got to buy these Xbox games. Because Xbox fans are going to make sure Xbox games thrive, like I've been saying for many years, since the days of Sea of Thieves. There's not a Metacritic, there's not a gaming media outlet that dictates Xbox games better than Xbox fans. And here comes another proof of that. It's their biggest launch in the company's 34-year history, dating back to 1991. And y'all think we care about what a donkey has to say? The game reached 3 million players and did so 7 times faster than Doom Eternal. I'm going to say that again. The game reached 3 million players because engagement is what matters. And it did so 7 times faster than Doom Eternal. Bethesda did not share any sales numbers because it don't matter. We're not PlayStation. We don't need to sell. We don't need to give you sales numbers when we're giving you active player numbers. Because anybody can buy something, right, PlayStation fans? Y'all prove that with your consoles. You can buy consoles, but you ain't using them, right? I got Crazy Lou right here on this show. He's got a PlayStation 5. It's not even connected. So what's the point of sharing sales numbers? However, nor do we know how much was spent on development. Who cares? You got to love the media, marketing, and other expenses. Who cares? Gamers don't care about that. Developers are known to closely guard these kinds of details, which makes it challenging to unpack. No, that's for y'all. That's y'all's problem. If they told you, look how stupid this article is. Developers are known to closely guard these kind of details, which makes it challenging to unpack the overall success of a given game. Now, let's just go right back up to the top. Bethesda has announced that Doom Dark Ages has become the developer's ID Software's biggest launch in the company's 34-year-old history dating back to 1991. And just one paragraph under that, developers are known to closely guard these kind of details, which makes it challenging to unpack the overall success of a given game. You see how stupid this is?
Hmm.
This is the gaming culture era that we have to deal with today. We got
What
to
I,
deal with this
what
level
I
of
don't
stupidity.
what I don't understand is why don't they start talking about what the hell is going on with the industry? Because lately, everything that they're throwing out there, every little pitch, whatever they're saying, nothing works. I mean, we're getting studio layoffs, we're getting studio shutdowns, we're getting games, just dying out there. How come they don't ever bring up that subject? That is a subject
I
that
got
as of right now should be even more interesting than any console war out there. Because at
I
the end of
got
the
the
day,
answer for that.
what's
Here it
the answer?
comes.
What's
Here it
up?
comes. Remember, the subject is Game Pass. So here it comes.
Yeah.
Another key thing to consider here is that Doom, the Dark Ages, launched on Game Pass, Lou.
I know that.
Whereas previous games in the trilogy, Doom 2016
Hmm.
and Doom Eternal 2020, did not.
Hmm.
So goes back to what Resonance was saying. Are we still going to act like we're confused that the impact of Game Pass is not actually happening? The game dropped on Game Pass and became the biggest launch in the 34-year history dating back since 1991 and did this with 3 million people reaching 7 times faster than Doom Eternal.
Hmm.
According to the Amper analysis of the 3 million total players of Doom, the Dark Ages, 2 million came from Game Pass. Now, guess what? This is the hypocrisy, right? Here's where the L comes in at. When you're one of these little lames that running around coattailing behind the media. When we threw up how many sales Astrobot had, right? They said, oh, those are good numbers. Okay, so those are good numbers for Doom. All right, Rez, we're going to the next one. We're going to the next one. I'm done with that. Took all the air out of that room. If 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 Game Pass is out here creating new studios, if it's really doing this and it's creating new studios, there's nobody really out here being that stupid and blind to what's really going on. You just hurting so bad. It's to a point where you just hurt.
Uh-oh. Hello. Is it me? Oh.
You went on
No,
mute,
he cut
fam.
out on me too.
Oh, he get out. Okay, I thought it was me though. I was like, oh damn. I thought my internet was busting up again. Oh man, let me get this super chat. 30 below with the beautiful and awesome $10 super chat. He says Sony fanboys don't care about marketing and development budgets. They never bring it up with Sony. They only become business analysts when it comes to Microsoft 100%. 30 below. It's just they don't have anything to talk about. I mean, shit, they don't got any games. So right now, what's happening over there is they're getting Xbox games. And not only that, they're not even buying their own games. So basically, look, 30 below, when you sit down, you look at Twitter, you look at media feeds and all that stuff, it's usually the same people that go out there, say the same damn thing. Every time one screws up, every time one does something, they go out there and always chew one or the other out. That's how it is. At the end of the day, it's just them chewing. That's it.
I don't know if you were here for the top of the hour, Lou, and I wanted your input on this, but
What's up, man?
the developer of Adamfall just announced that because of their success with Game Pass, they were able to open up their own publishing arm.
That's good. I mean, that's good because look, here's the thing though, right? We got so many people out there mixing things up. We got Shuhei Yoshida saying that Game Pass is dangerous. Then we got so other people saying it's good, some other people saying it's bad. But the question is, what works nowadays? That is the question I keep on asking every single day. What works nowadays? Are we on the right track? of where gaming is going. Because hell, I'll be honest with you, even though we got the handheld Sidelined or anything, I think we just have one more generation and that's it. I think we have one more generation for console, because once they dominate the cloud, once they dominate everything that you can access to it, I mean, why would there be a purpose of a console? You know, that's something that I see, because I mean, we're seeing it with DVDs, we're seeing it with other products out there that just literally just starting to, you know, stop being developed and stop being made for people to go out there and buy. But the question is, what's going to happen? And right now, the way the industry is, and this is what I keep saying about media, media's not talking about what's going on out there with all these studios. Why are they shutting down? Why are they laying off people? Why is all this stuff happening? What do we have to do to go out there and have a good game, you know, to be promoted? Because the thing is, every time a game comes out, you got the media guys, because if it's an Xbox game, they treat it like if it's bad. If it's a PlayStation game, they treat it if it's good, you know. And other games that, if, for example, I don't know if you guys remember Suicide Squad, because the one company did not get a code, they decided to trash the hell out of that game, and not only that, put the ending out there of that game. I would say that's fucked up. I mean, why do y'all have to do that? If you did not get the code, buy the damn thing and just play it. They said we have to give them to you because you have to give a good review. I mean, who the hell? Why do you have to like? It's like how I say, it's all that ego talk, you know? And it's insane that people have to grab that ego talk and sit there and diminish or destroy all of these games. Like, for example, I saw a review today of Doom Dark Ages, right? Now, I didn't see it today. It's just out there on Twitter. Somebody says the game sucks. I'm in the last part of the game. I mean, if I finish it tonight, tomorrow I'll be review ready and everything. And I'm already know where I'm sitting, because everybody's like, well, Lou, you're a Doom fan, but I know where I'm sitting with this one, because compared to the other ones, though, I have a lot to say about this one. But is the game bad? No. Am I loving it? Yes. Am I enjoying it? Yes. Do I miss some features from the original, from the other two? Yes. And that's some stuff I'm going to talk about tomorrow. But either tomorrow, let's see if I finish the game today. Let's cross fingers I do. But at the end of the day, though, it's like how I say, all of these guys go out there. They for example, your IGNs, your GameSpots, then you got your YouTubers and everything. They grab this game, they try to destroy this game, or saying it's bad. Like, for example, I read somewhere someone was talking about South of Midnight, give it a 68 out of 100 because they needed to work it better. I'm like, work it better? I mean, didn't those guys make a Happy Few? I think it was. And now, what wasn't that the guys who made a Happy Few? Wasn't it? I think they were the guys who made a Happy Few, right? Let me see. Happy Few.
Yeah, We Happy Few in contrast.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody read 30 below, or y'all want me to read them?
I already read it. I got it. Read
Okay.
it. I got it. Yeah, already
Thank
read
you,
it.
30 below for your.
Yeah. But like I was saying, though, you know, they made this game, this South of Midnight, which was way better than We Happy Few. It was way better. It kicked ass. And I remember I gave it a good review. I played it, you know, while I was trying to finish. What's it called? I was in the middle of playing Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? And I took a little break and played this game because it was a 14-hour game, and I gave it a good review. And like I said, that's something that means a lot, because that's the thing that people just don't go out there and spew and tell the truth about these games. So they'd rather just go out there and say, well, it's an Xbox game. Let's give it this, you know, just to get the trend going. Let's give it that, just, you know, for us to get the clicks, because they rather focus on clicks than speaking out the truth, you know. But it sucks that people are literally diminishing all these games, because, I mean, right now, the way the industry is, we got to sit down, we got to re-strategize, and we got to put the hate to a side. We got to put to a side and start talking about how much we love these games, on how good they are. Doesn't matter if it's Xbox, doesn't matter if it's PlayStation, doesn't matter if it's Nintendo, doesn't matter where the hell it is. We got to play these games and give them honest 100% reviews so people can enjoy them. Because the problem is that there's just not that much people out there try to be all professional, but they're professional. They try to bring that console war. They destroy the game, like how No Legal was talking about the that Doom article, you know, and like I said, the Doom video is talking bad about Doom. Why? I mean, Doom is Doom. It's a great game, and like I said, once I get my review down and give you all my final thoughts about it, because I'm almost finished with the game, you know, some of the people would agree, some won't. But Doom is just Doom, and I'm having fun with Doom. I have a blast, you know. But shit, it just sucks that people, just to get clicks, just to get views, have to do this and talk bad about a game, you know, try to diminish.
And I think they're the ones that are hurting the industry, right, Famo?
That's what
I
that's what
agree.
I'm saying. Yeah, they're the ones who are in the industry. I mean, me and Legal always say this, that at the end of the day, the ones who are going to kill Sony or the ones who are going to kill gaming
What
media
I
are
say?
these fanboys and
Nah,
and
nah. Let me
and
tell you something. Let me tell you something, Lou. It ain't gonna
and the
be the
media
fanboys.
and the media. No, what I mean the fanboys. I mean the ones that
They'll the
that just
fanboys will never kill gaming because
mm,
they're not doing anything for gaming. You're talking about fanboys. See, this is what we got to stop doing.
okay.
We got to stop using words that the media and everybody else use to distort the weakness of their
Okay.
own selves. A
Okay.
fanboy is not a negative thing,
Oh, I know, I know.
right? Being a fan of something, that's those weak terms that they created. We got to stop using those weak terms that they created because they're the fanboys. Look at the work that they do. That's fanboyism.
Mm-hmm.
These guys that you see out here just being straight idiots are just idiots. You can be
Okay,
a fan of something,
let's
but
call
you
them
don't
the
have to
idiots.
be an idiot of it.
Let's call the
The-
idiots. Let's just
right,
generalize
these
the idiots.
fanboy, yeah,
The
because
idiots
look,
and the media. That's
every
it.
let me make my point real quick, Lou. Every fanboy isn't a negative thing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? They want to attach it to just like console wars. Every console war isn't a negative thing.
Mm.
They hijack these terms and they use it for their discretion. You see what I'm saying? Like just because you like something more than something else, okay, that's a reality. Who doesn't do that? Who cares? I do not care that somebody's heart gets broken because somebody out here hates Xbox and
Mm-hmm.
they like Nintendo more. They like PlayStation more than Xbox. That's not gonna make me go buy a damn Xbox. I mean, a Nintendo or a PlayStation because they hate Xbox, bro. What are we talking about out here? We in the 8th grade, 5th grade? What are we doing out here?
Mm.
We grown ass men. You buy what you want to buy. You like what you want to like. You dislike what you don't like. That's you got all the rights to do that. Who cares? If you want to get on social media, a platform that gives you your opinionated emotion, do it. It's not going to affect me as a gamer, my experience on my Xbox. I don't care if 1,000 of them get up on there and they say I hate Xbox. Guess what? Legal's gonna get off from work, go in his room, and play on his Xbox. Why? Because when I was a kid, I was the only one in my neighborhood with a Sega Genesis or a Sega Master System. I could care less that the whole neighborhood had Nintendos. I play what I play. I like what I like. I've always said that Xbox speaks for itself. Look at today. Look at today. Xbox is still speaking for itself. It's the only platform that can speak for itself. Xbox says, hey, I'm ghosting the shit. I'll go to any platform. Watch me shine. Watch me shit on all my haters. And it did. Xbox just shitting on all his haters. Everybody out, even these so-called centaurs complaining and bitch, they don't even play these games. It's comedy. And look, like we've always said, the real Xbox fans ain't on social media like that. And look at the results. You even got people out there that ain't strong Xbox fans, but they're not dumb consumers. They see what the power of Game Pass is bringing to the table. Just like these buffoons try to play like, if PC gets involved, games are just going to automatically blow up. Who believed that myth? I hope y'all never believe that myth that these PC gamers are supposed to be these elite buyers of video games. Man, they're the worst kind. They're the ones out here buying video games for $2. They'll steal a game before they buy a game full purchase. So what are y'all talking about out here? These PC gamers, look at their games, bro. Look at their games, bro. They're not out here. And you want to know what's funny? I forgot to read you that last piece about Doom Dark Ages, right? Because they were talking about its peaks. It hit a peak of 31,000 on Steam. Okay, that's cool, right? Because ain't that what Helldivers 2 is doing? All right then. So I guess that's good enough, right, people? All right then. But what they're mad at is because an actual gaming service like Game Pass holds 2 million people on a damn engagement. Now that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous Now, what they're not telling us is who's new to Game Pass, who isn't. But do you think Bethesda gives a damn about that? They had a total of 3 million people. That's all that matters to them. You think Atomic Heart is tripping off the fact that their game dropped over there on Game Pass about a year ago, and that people didn't like their game? Hell no, they're not tripping on that. They got a brand new studio from Game Pass. Bro, let me tell y'all something. We know how bad y'all are hurting out here. You've already let people know that you really want the same things that we have, right? We knew it hurt you when Game Pass came out here. We saw y'all. You know, here's the funny part. Y'all don't ever forget this type of stuff. We saw them out here getting that $1 for a week play for Game Pass. Remember that? They were buying that $1 a week Game Pass, and Microsoft had to take that away from their broke asses. Get that shit out of here. Get that shit out of here. You only get that one time now. You only pay that $1. Broke their hearts. It broke their hearts. You got to subscribe to Game Pass. We don't play that cheap ass route that PlayStation plays with y'all. There's nowhere they can go anymore, y'all. I told you they were going to come to this point. I told y'all. So do you think I care about them running over to other places or people listening to this person or people got the right to listen to whoever the hell they want to listen to. They got the right to not listen to whoever the hell they want to listen to. But that doesn't distract us from doing what we come to do. We love our family over here. We love our family over here. We do what we do over here because we love to do what we do over here. It is what it is. They can't make Xbox look bad. I've been saying this forever. You're not going to make Xbox look bad, man. Xbox does what it wants to do. Just like Red said, Nintendo and PlayStation, they stick to one page of a book. It's like they don't know how to do nothing else. They stick into one page. And it's just old. The style is old. Nobody even talks about exclusives anymore. Nobody even cares. Why? Because Xbox is doing what it does. Xbox, like Realist once said, Microsoft is bringing back gaming and making gamers into gamers again. They're building on gamers. They're upgrading gamers. They're putting out so many games. They're shutting you up. Nintendo don't even have games. PlayStation don't even have games. Look how it just flipped on everybody. Everybody was talking so much shit about Xbox. Now look at Xbox, look at everybody else. And the only thing you got is a popularity contest. Good luck with that. Because we over here on Xbox, we don't give a shit about that either. We don't care. We don't care that our Xbox to you could be third in the world on popularity of console sales. We're Xbox gamers. Gamers over everything says, honestly, this is just my opinion. Game Pass is the Netflix of gaming, and PlayStation is going the way of Redbox. I mean, we see them on every corner. But who has the better value? Facts. Facts. These real gamers know how to speak the language. Ain't nobody out here dumb. That's for the showboaters on social media that's got to try to make a little allowance on every month. That's for them. But for us, we over here sounding like gamers over everything. We know what the deal is over here. And for everybody over here standing on this green platform where the green grows, you got a bright future coming. Your future is so ridiculous right now. It's unbelievable. And guess what? Just like how everything is breaking records, right? My man DC Legend in the building, family, Xbox all day. I see you, famo. Just like everything is breaking records, I'm going to go on the record to say this. The next Xbox show is about to break records. It's going to be the biggest yet. The biggest yet. Talos Reed, the biggest yet. You think they're sick to their stomach now? They're going to have diarrhea on June 8th. They're going to have diarrhea on June 8th. And buckle up. because it's about to be a madness of games.
Diarrhea. I mean, they're already out of diapers. They've been
There you
having
go,
diarrhea
Lou.
for the whole year. What are you talking about?
Speak
They,
on it, Lou.
they've been going nuts. I mean, they're not happy the way the PlayStation is right now. It's incredible how much they're cheating Xbox games. I mean, one of the things is I saw the other day, and I was even laughing my butt up, is that PlayStation needed an Xbox game to promote their PS5 Pro. I was like, well, what? Why didn't y'all do a commercial on GT7? Well, why did y'all use the Forza Horizon to promote your PS5 Pro? What the hell going on? I mean, is Xbox developing better games for you all than what you are developing? I mean, that's what it showed me. I mean, that's how I saw it. A lot of people out there like, oh no, you're wrong. I'm like, dude, that's how I see it. I mean, if they gotta bring the competitor's game on their platform, do a commercial of it. I mean, hell, it's looking better than GT7 then. That says a lot. And they probably did a better job on the PS5 Pro than they did with GT7. So, I mean, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. I do not know why they did it, but that's how I see it. But yeah, I mean, they've been out here crying all year. They've been complaining. I mean, now they're hacking now because they got nothing to do. Now they become pro Twitter players, man. I'm telling you, now they become pro. That's all they do. Play Twitter. Let's go hack Aaron. Let's go hack this dude. Let's go hack the other dude. Let's go post this dude's address. Let's go see where he lived. Like, shit. Like, I'm being serious though. Like, shit, you're actually gonna go over there and go meet up with this guy because he said a couple things out there on Twitter. I mean, you gotta be out of your mind if you gotta reach to that point. I'm not kidding you. That's what they're doing now. Now they're not like that's what I'm seeing out there. Nothing else. It's like they got nothing else to do, scamming, hacking, and all that stuff. I mean, they're becoming pro Twitter players. I mean, hell, PlayStation doesn't even need games. All it needs is Twitter. That's it.
Shout outs to the blue one.
That's all they need. I mean, all they got to do is put Twitter on the platform, and that's it. They're done. They don't need anything else because that's all they play out there is Twitter. Twitter this. Let's go hack Aaron. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I mean, come on, bro. Play games.
Because Lou, they don't play games, Lou.
No, play
the
games.
Doom Dark Ages exposed that, Lou. Everything about them is on a heavy exposure.
They were trying to put the negative out there for Doom, and I was like, watch, they come around and say there's going to be 3 or 4 million players, and there it is. Boom, right there. It's like they always look for the damn negative on anything that Xbox has. But yet, for their side, when they see Astrobot at 1.5, they were out there.
They come out with all kind of excuses for it.
I mean, damn, they were out there cheering. I mean, even the Dallas Cowboy cheaters look small next to them, man. How much they were cheering. Shit. I mean, hell, those guys could have caused some ruckus out there for that stuff. I mean, they probably would have beaten the guys in France over there, you know, when they won the cup. What is it, the soccer cup? They went on a riot.
Yeah, when they go goal, they don't
yeah, they'll probably make a bigger riot because of Astro making 1.5 million sales. I'm not kidding you. It's sad.
Yo, Lou, I saw Rez about to try to come in. He was chiming there. You know he's been cooking.
Let Rez talk then.
Look at Rez. Look at Rez. Look.
No, I was just gonna add that they're playing porn too.
Oh, I was gonna add that because hell, I mean, now on Twitter we got OnlyFans adding you and stuff.
Look
like
at
that.
look at Lou. Hey, Lou
Twitter
don't look too
fans.
bad with his haircut. Lou don't look too bad with his haircut,
Yeah,
man. He
good,
ain't
man.
too shabby over there in the Dominican.
I lost
Look
20
at him.
pounds. It's too damn hot. Now I got the allergies all right up because the damn Sahara Desert sweeping in. I mean, shit.
Oh yeah.
Man. I mean, my whole body hurts. I got so much allergies. It's insane. I don't even know why. I'm not even red yet. But damn, it's allergy season right now.
I just want to say, y'all, listen, to the Xbox fans out there and to the real gamers out there, man, we just appreciate y'all. Look, man, we love to see y'all's excitement. We love looking at y'all's excitement. We love looking in and watching y'all get excited over the things that Microsoft is bringing for Xbox, because if you've been in these Xbox streets long enough, you understand that the community is excellent. The community is top tier. Everything that we do it together. We experience everything together. We go through all the trials and tribulations together, but we stick together. And because we stick together and we understand the ups and downs, and we give our communities chances and a chance to redeem themselves. And Microsoft has really turned Xbox around. Even when things don't look cool, even when things look like, oh man, why are they doing this and why are they doing that? Look, there's only there if Microsoft is doing it, put it like this, people. If Microsoft is doing it, if it comes out in the open and Microsoft is doing it, 9 times out of 10, there's a purpose and it's gonna stay
Mhm,
lasting the way it is.
mhm,
There's only a few times where Microsoft is gonna do something they pull back.
mhm.
You ain't gonna see that all the time. But look at Sony right now with PlayStation. All you see is a bunch of pullbacks. They just stopped the marketing for Marathon, another pullback. You don't see anything going forward. You don't see any talks about Ghost Yote because there's really nothing to talk about. We all know it. The talk is Xbox. Look, the Switch 2 is gonna have its fans. Trust me, they're gonna have their fans. Then
I
the
know.
Switch 2 is
I saw a picture of Game Zero's car the other day full of Nintendo Switch already. I mean, that man bought
facts.
everything. Yeah,
The Switch
yeah, he bought
facts.
everything out there. I hope he
Facts.
did.
The Switch 2 is gonna have its fans. God bless them. But let me tell you what's not gonna be talked about. Outside of that flag, outside of the red flag, nobody's gonna be talking about Mario Kart.
Oh, I
Nobody.
will. I
After
will.
this, nobody.
I
After this
will.
Xbox showcase, nobody's gonna be talking about
I
nothing but
will.
Xbox
I'm gonna be
moving
with my.
forward.
I'm gonna be with.
Nobody's gonna be
Hey,
talking
hey,
about
I'm gonna
Mario
be with.
Kart.
I'm gonna be with my Mario
You
Kart.
can talk about Mario
Yeah,
Kart and
I'm
see
gonna
how far
freestyle my
that gets
Mario
you.
Kart. That gonna give
You
me
can
real
see
fun.
how far that gets you, Lou, in
I'm
a
gonna go
week's
out there
time.
and I'm gonna drive my little car and throw things at the police officer. See if I go kill.
after they get through playing Mario Kart and they go back to playing them old ass Switch games, that's gonna be
Uh-oh.
it, residents.
Mm-mm.
That's gonna be it.
Uh-oh.
Because the other games you got to play can be played on your Switch 1.
Oh damn.
That's it. That's it.
I mean,
You
you could see it like the launch is kind of underwhelming, right? Like, not a lot of people are really talking about it.
Nobody's talking about it, fam.
Mm-mm.
Look, they want to come
They
out here and
can't.
show the world.
They
Look,
can't
look
talk
what they
about it
got.
because
Let's
they got it, but they can't use it because they gotta wait till the online service come on. But I mean, it's like I was telling Lego earlier today. I was like, man, they got. I don't know if they're not smart or anything. I mean, they don't read news. I
they're
mean,
mad about not being able to
I
play
mean,
something that's not released
I,
yet.
I mean, literally, if they go on and turn on that switch, just turn it on, put a game in there, start playing that game, and then put it on YouTube. I'm telling you this, chat. It won't be 24 hours that goes by. They're gonna shut down that channel and they're gonna be knocking on the door and say, "Hey, here's a lawsuit towards you for doing that or figuring out a way to turn on the damn switch and play games." I mean, dude, relax, let it release, and that same day, y'all link up.
Look,
Wait 12 p.m. where everything links up, and then start playing with your
let
switch.
me
But
tell y'all, let me tell
yeah,
you the biggest BS there is.
man.
Here's the biggest BS there is.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was out here talking about how expensive these games are, right?
Mm-hmm.
But guess what the Nintendo fans have to show the world?
They gotta spend 80,
Thank you.
and they're gonna keep on
To play
spending 80.
what? To play what?
Hey, they're gonna play Donkey Kong Shorts.
Don't tell me Donkey Kong is $80. Don't tell me that.
I know it's 70, 70. I think
I
it's
about
70.
don't let's put some respect on it. But they got to come out here and play a go-kart.
Hey, now that game is popular though. I mean, Mario Kart is
It
one of the
ain't
popular
worth
games.
no $90, Lou.
I never said it was worth $90. I'm just
No,
saying it's
we know how popular Mario Kart is, but there ain't nobody playing it. It ain't. Let me tell y'all. Let me tell you the gimmick.
nobody
All right,
playing
everybody want to keep talking about Nintendo, right? So let's put some. Let me come in here and knock that Nintendo spirit down.
it.
Where's Mario Kart? Where's Mario Kart on that top 5 list on Nintendo? Where is it?
Let me
Go
see
get it.
top 10 list.
Go get it.
Top 10 played Nintendo games of each month. Let's see now.
Show the top 10 in the world.
Let's see now. Here it is. This is the top 10 for every month. The specific rankings can fluctuate. Fortnite is number 1, Minecraft is number 2, Mario Kart
Thank
Deluxe
you.
is number 3.
There you
Animal
go.
Crossing is number
What's
4.
the top 2?
Fortnite and Minecraft.
All right. Nintendo is not Mario Kart's game. Nintendo's game is not number 1. What's number 2?
Minecraft.
What's Minecraft?
It's an Xbox game.
All right.
But even in the top charts of Nintendo eShop charts, right? Number 1 is Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time. Number 2 is okay, it's the same game, but okay. Minecraft is number 3 and Mario Kart's number 4. So Mario Kart's basically number 3. I don't know why there's 2 Final Seasons.
So you're telling me, look. So you're telling me that Xbox is over Nintendo on his own platform again?
Yeah, I mean, Minecraft has been a kick-ass game. We talked about this the other day, fam. We talked about how Minecraft became a pop. I mean, dude, I gotta say my 2 cents. I saw this movie. I saw the movie this weekend, and I gotta tell you something. I do not know what the hell the movie was about. I'm not kidding you. I was like, what the hell am I watching? I was like, what the hell is going on? I just wanted the damn movie to end. I was like, man, people spend all this money to watch this. I mean, I would have waited for DVD. But man, it was not. No, I'm sorry. No. But shit, everybody went out there nuts spending, and the kids were fans of Minecraft. And even though it's a bad movie, they loved it. It's like us when we were kids. You're like, yeah, the Super Mario movie, we loved it. Remember, we loved the long Leguizamo movie. You know, it was pretty good and everything. But shit, when we got up, we were like, man, that movie sucks. Shit, that was a bad movie.
Hey, we watched The Wizard, man. The Wizard was the dopest. When
Yeah,
Mario Brothers 3 was revealed on that movie, man.
We never cared about what The Wizard was about. We just wanted to see the Mario.
We wanted to see Mario Brothers 3.
That's it. We don't give a shit about what happened. I don't know. I don't even remember the damn plot. I remember as a kid playing on that.
It was a tournament. It was a tournament.
Yeah, for Mario 3. Like, yeah, that was it.
Yep. It was a tournament. But no, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we're not saying that Mario Kart is not relevant because it's a legendary kart racer. It's legendary. As a matter of fact, like we've always said, Nintendo never had a problem with a live service game or online multiplayer games. They've never had a problem with co-ops. Okay, they don't. Nintendo's gonna be fine going into the next generation. It's gonna be fine. I've said that. Xbox is gonna be fine going into next generation.
Now, how about PlayStation though? Is it gonna be fine now?
Not gonna be. Let me tell you something.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell y'all something.
Uh-oh.
Let me tell them why these donkeys don't come here. Because they get the truth. Let me tell you something. Y'all better stop worrying about these Xbox games. That's the trap. I care about y'all. Let me tell you the truth. You better stop falling for the PlayStation. Oh, I have your Xbox game on my console. Because because let me tell you, I'm gonna tell them, Luke. I'm gonna tell them the truth, resident. I'm gonna tell them the truth, Spartan. Chat pad, I'm about to tell the PlayStation community the truth. They can go and listen to whoever they want, but I'm gonna tell them the truth. All right. You better stop falling for the okie doke. Because you keep on acting as if we already see that you're not, but if you keep acting like you really care about these Xbox games and you just want to brag in the bag, you're killing off your preferred platform. You're killing it off. And we know you see it, but you so engaged on your fear is PlayStation being last. That's your fear. I've known this about y'all for over 20-some years. Y'all will lose it when Xbox gains the market. And Xbox is going to gain the market. I ain't going to lie to you. It's going to happen. But I'm just here to let y'all know.
Number one publisher. What are you talking about? As a publisher, they gain the market. Become number one publisher. What are you talking about, Famo? What are you talking about?
Dolomite. I'm here to let them know right now. Again.
Number one publisher right now is Xbox. What are you talking
Facts. About? If they don't learn, if Sony doesn't figure out how to make Marathon successful, right?
Huh? What's that?
We're not even going to talk about Ghost of Yote because that ain't going to make no money for them. That's done. That's not even, that's a dud for 2025. But Marathon, they better figure out how to get Marathon running, which we're looking at Marathon, Dolomite, and we already see bananas in the tailpipe. We already see it. But you know what? Hey, we'll be positive. I don't care. There's hope. All right, we'll be like some of these people out here in the media and don't want to downplay shit. But listen, man, that's too goofy for me. Look, the bananas in the tailpipe, and and we already know y'all ain't gonna damn support it. All right, it's out. The cat is out the bag, and the rabbit is out the hat. But listen, we ain't got tricks for you. I'm just gonna tell y'all the truth. It's cooked. Why so serious? It's cooked, man. Look, they hate it. Why so serious? They hate it, and we're not hating. We're just telling the truth. Okay, Marathon will probably be Concord 2.0. But, if by chance a miracle happens, everybody, and they get out here and they support Marathon, and mind you, everybody, how they love to play it off, but here's a little secret about Marathon. It's a third-party game. It's on Xbox too. And let me tell y'all what Xbox gamers ain't doing. We don't give a damn that it's on Xbox. We don't ask for PlayStation games. We are not the same. Let me break this down. The Xbox community could give two shits about PlayStation games. We don't care that they ain't on our platform. We don't care about them. We don't care about them. You know what, the ones that do care about them, they go buy a PlayStation. And I've just bought it just for the exclusive. So they don't use it. Okay, so you bought your PlayStation just for the exclusive, then Resident, they don't use it.
What exclusives though? You gotta ask.
There you go. They don't use it. They say this all the time. I buy a PlayStation. I just play the exclusive. Then you don't play it. You don't use it. All right. So now that you don't use it, you don't play it. What's next? You don't buy these games. You stay playing these old ass games. And it finally came true. Now look at y'all. Yoshida had to come out and say, you want brand new games, you got to play these old ass remasters. I'm sorry to tell y'all. So y'all got confirmation. They got confirmed from a guy that's worked in Sony Underground for 31 years.
Oh.
He's been a part of PlayStation for 31 years.
Who?
He had to come out and tell them, and they still go against the grain. They still want to try to put a brag in the bag. They still want to act like having an Xbox game on PlayStation is hurting Xbox fans. The blue one says they go out and buy a PlayStation 5 Pro for Xbox games.
Man.
Facts.
You know what the sad part about this is when you see him with that ego out there. I got a PS5 Pro for $700.
Man, if you don't stop, man.
I'm the man. I spent $700 for this shit. I'm the man.
Lou, they taking pictures with 4-point antlers, bro. They out here with these. They out here with 4-point antler deers showing them pictures of the damn PlayStation 5 Pro.
They gotta zoom in, family. They gotta zoom in order to get the good things out there. You know, they fought for that trick, man, and they're like, "Yeah, I spent $700." And it's funny because they asked me, "Lou, why don't you go yourself and buy a Pro?" What? Buy what now? What am I gonna do with that shit? I got a 3080 here. I don't need none of that shit.
Yeah, you don't need that. No,
Lou, you $700 for one third-party game that's not out until next year. GTA 6.
To look at shadows or I can see, you know, my left one on the sea or something. Nah, hell no. I mean, it's like how I say though, fam. I mean, if I'm gonna play a game, it's like if I play Call of Duty, I'm running in that map. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna see like right there down in the far sea? Like, yeah, look at that. I can see a tree over there. And all of a sudden, I got a grenade thrown at me.
Kima!
I mean, what the hell? What's up, Mr. Kima? How are you, man? But you know
Kima
what?
in the building.
I mean, hell, it's. I have never seen so many people just care about so much about the detail and like literally more about the detail in the game than the fun fact about the game. I care more about the fun fact about the game than the damn detail. If it has the detail, that's a plus. But if the game ain't fun, that shit gonna be boring as hell. Detail makes you sleep, man. If not, go ask Horizon Zero Dawn or Horizon Forbidden West. That shit put me to sleep, but it's got a lot of detail. And again, that's a personal opinion. I tell everybody, but I do not like those games. But every time I put that game, I'm like, wow, what fucking graphics skin looks good. And all of a sudden, I'm like,
Lou, I never got into Persona, right? And it was yesterday. I was chilling.
Persona's good.
Rez hit me up. We were talking about something. I can't even remember. Rez hit me up, right? So I can't even remember what we was talking about. And he was like, "So legal, what you doing?" I said, I'm about to. I was playing something. I can't even remember what the hell I was playing at the time. No. Yeah, I do. I got back on my Assassin's Creed Shadows, and I was finishing up my map. I was finishing up the map, right? I was doing some little work within the map I told him. So I said, "What you about to do?" And he says, "Man, I'm about to get on Metaphor. I'm about to get back on Metaphor because he said, I saw you legal earlier or yesterday, the day before yesterday. He saw me on Saturday playing it's that little African game. It kind of reminds you of the Black Panther story. I forgot the name of it already. Zao, what's it called, Resident?
Tales
You
of Kenzaro Zhao.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the other name to it, but I called it Zal. That's right. I was playing that. I was playing that. I was on my Twitch channel. I was playing it. Right. So he noticed I was playing it. So he was asking me what did I think about it. So that's cool. He said it's got that it's got that Metroid feel to it. You know that it does. It has like it's
Metroidvania.
Mania slash that
Mhm.
Ori blind but Ori the
Black
blind forest type
Panther
of
too. Little bits of
and the
Black Panther.
right, and a little bit of like the Black Panther father son kind of story twist to it, right? So it has those elements into it in a way, right? I ain't gonna tell everybody more about it, but it's a good game. It's decent. It's not boring. It's decent. I like the little elements that you use for your weaponry in that game. That was kind of creative. But I played a little bit of that, right? I got off of that. So I was just sitting there finishing up on my shadows, and he was like, "Hey, have you ever played Metaphor?" He was like, I was like, "Nah." He's like, "I'm about to play Metaphor." And I thought about Games Traders. When Games Traders bought the collector's edition, right? And I was like, Games Traders have been telling me that game was good, but it's Persona. I'm like, damn, bro. Cause I listen, I know the PlayStation experience, so I don't have one.
Mhm.
And Residence was listening to me, but he was like, legal, man, but it's good, cause listen, I beat Scarlet Nexus. Those types, I love those types of games. That art style and everything, I love it, right? So it's not that I'm not immune to playing Japanese games or Japanimation games. I'm not immune to that. I actually enjoy some of them. I love the art style. I've always been a Japanimation fan. I've always been that with the Ninja Scrolls and the Ghost in the Shells type stuff. I'm into that. Berserk, those type of style of anime, right? So when I turned it on, I was like, you know what? Let me give it a try. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go on Twitch and do it. Rez, I'm gonna go on Twitch and do it. He's like, you gonna do it? You gonna play? I was like, yeah, let's do it. So I got on Twitch. True story. I opened it up, and immediately the art style reminded me of Berserk. I said, well, damn. Okay. I'm not gonna go into it because I don't want to talk about things in case people haven't played it yet. But the beginning got me right there in the beginning. It's kind of dope the way the beginning is, right? So I'm like, damn, okay. And about 5 minutes later, Lou, straight up, true story. 5 minutes later, Rez, don't laugh. 5 minutes later, I still ain't did shit with my controller. Okay. 10 minutes later, I ain't did shit with my controller. All right. But I noticed something because Red was like, it's not gonna be much longer. Rez is just laughing. He can't help it. He's cracking up. I'm like, dude, I don't have to do shit. I'm just sitting here. I can already. I'm in the PlayStation experience. He's cracking up. So I don't even know how long. I have to go back and watch it to tell. I'm being serious. You go on Twitch, you can watch it. You can see how long it took me to actually start fighting this shit. And you're just reading a damn story. But I'm coming in, Rez. I'm not gonna be so negative. But Lou, I have to say, the story was good.
Yeah.
If you're gonna keep me engaged, you gotta. The story has to be a 10 out of 10. So I'm reading the story, and it's 10 out of 10. So I haven't said, man, forget this shit, right? It's got me. So Rez is like, man, legal, just hang in there. If you could just get. So Rez tricks me. He tricks me into making me put the enemy, my name as the enemy's name, and the enemy. So now I'm looking stupid as hell. I'm the bad guy's name, but I was like, shit. So I'm playing. It's funny. I'm playing it, and because you can change it. I just want to say that to people. You can change it anytime you get ready. You can change it, so it's not a big deal. But I thought that was funny. So after a few runs and everything, then you finally get to your first boss, and I mean, damn, they don't. It's not like a little bitty ass boss. I mean, you got to fight the boss. But Rez wasn't telling me how to do it. He was quiet. He was quiet. And I really thought I was going to screw up, Lou, because I don't play these types of games. But I'm going to get to my point. I thought I was going to screw up, but I figured it out. Did I not, Rez? I was getting my ass. At first, I thought I was going to die, but you just got to think. And I thought for a minute, figured out how to heal myself. And that's all I pretty much had to do. And when I got past them, it was exuberating. It felt good. And then it took a while, but I'm like, I probably put in over an hour or so. And I got to a good stopping point. My point is this, people. Surround yourself, and I'm going to talk about you too, Lou, right in a minute, before we get off this show. Because I got to get off the bed. But surround yourself with real gamers.
Yeah.
Everybody that I surround myself with, I've seen them in action. I've been a part of them. Let me tell you something. The realest one isn't here. But if you ever play in an open world sandbox type of game where all you do is walk around like the Stalker 2, I don't know how the hell he ain't beat that game yet. Well, I would know why he wouldn't beat it, because the realest one is the kind of gamer that he'll walk that whole damn map. He'll go everywhere to find everything before he'll beat the game. But if you ever play with him, it's an adventure because he knows what he's doing. I played 10 hours straight with him on daylight. It's crazy. I recorded it. Got up around 8 o'clock. He was up. He was down in Houston. I was in my Arlington. I said, man, look, you want to play? Let's play it. We didn't get off that game till like 8 o'clock that night. We beat it 10 hours straight. I actually recorded this on Di-RRec Gaming. I've never done that. I haven't done that since I was like a little kid, dude. Like, it was crazy, but homie knew where to go. You get with Rez, and Rez is trying all these weirdo stuff. He's trying all these weird games you wouldn't even have thought about. But they're good games. They're hidden gems. And Rez be calling me, yo, man, you need to check this game out. So now all I do is tell Rez, if you find one of them hot games, just send me the link. Don't I just say that to you, Rez. So Rez doesn't have to blow me up all day. He just sends me a link. Hey, check that. Because he kind of knows the kind of games I like. Now, Lou was talking about Call of Duty. He mentioned Call of Duty. But let me tell y'all something. I put Lou up against any of y'all, and y'all gonna be in for a hell of a day. I got with Lou, Black Ops 6, no lie. Now, I'm just a natural shooter. It doesn't take me long. I'm a Gears of War veteran. I don't care that I'm in first person. It doesn't really altercate me, right? It's a little bit different with Halo because you got a strife. I get it. You got a strife. But in Call of Duty, I mean, you got to strife a little bit, but you can maneuver. You still can maneuver a little bit. With the right combinations for your weapons, like your barrels and your
You
scopes
could
and your
slide and
stocks and all
dial
that.
too.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
build your weaponry to where you're weak at, you can accommodate for your weakness. So that's different. On Halo, you can't really do that. So I'm in there playing with Lou. This is no lie. If y'all don't believe me, join him. You're gonna be amazed at just how good this dude is. And you looking at Lou and you're like, this motherfucker can't play. But the first day I've noticed Lou could play was when we got on Halo one night. After the show, everybody wanted to get on Firefight because we were excited about it. And I jumped in. Lou was like, legal, you're doing the show now. Can I be a part of it? Yeah, come on. We'll go right to it now. So we just stand on phone, kicked in, got into the chat, and we started it up right after we did the show. So we played till about 1 o'clock that morning. But I got on that damn Warthog with Lou, and this is a true story, y'all. We didn't, and it's recorded. It's recorded. I didn't die not one time with Lou. And I was waiting to die. Like, I underestimated him. I was like, well, shit, I'm on the Warthog. I'm gonna die, you know. And I'm sitting here 15 minutes later, still on the Warthog. 25 minutes later, I'm still on that Warthog. And we're winning. We're just destroying everything. And I'm thinking, damn, Lou plays Halo like that? Okay, well, that must have been just luck. So one day he was like, Legal, let's play some Black Ops 6. I'm like, well, Lou, man, shit, I don't even play Call of Duty like that. I get on Call of Duty and Lou's telling me what to do. Hey, man, I'm like, man, this fuck telling me what to do, shit. I'm over here. You go over here, you do this, shit up there. Watch me. I got that. I got you. Look at that. I got that dude. And I'm sitting there like, he's fronting. At the end of the damn game, Lou got 38 kills. Lou got 42 kills. I'm like, what the fuck? So now I'm like, okay, let me try. Let me put some more effort. And I'm trying. Rez, I'm trying. I'm getting like 28 kills. So I'm thinking I did something. I'm like, yeah, I know Lou. I'm not. And Lou got 37 kills. God damn. So I put in more effort. I do my best. I think my best was like 37 kills. When I thought my best, Lou had like 50 something kills. And I was like, what the fuck? And it's the more he play, the better he gets. And that's when I had to give you props. I said, Lou plays it. Lou, I'll tell you another one. Teknoblast. Tech knows that boy be gaming. You think Tech don't know how to game? Tech will embarrass you. And he's been a long PlayStation and an Xbox gamer. His PlayStation credentials are just as strong as his Xbox ones. Surround yourself with real gamers. I'm proud that I'm honored to be around these soldiers, these comrades out here, these extras.
The Yard app, which is the streaming platform from the show. Oh,
Yeah.
my bad, guys.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I probably wouldn't have played Metaphor as soon as I did if it wasn't for Resident. I mean, because I gave hope on Game Shares, because Game Shares plays those games. He's gonna play those games. So I wasn't.
You gotta listen to games. That means the Pokemon King.
He's the Pokemon King. He was telling me about it, and he told me I was gonna like it.
His Pokemon shirt.
Right. but Games told me I was gonna like it. He told me it's more my style. You know, it's not that slow garbage stuff. But you know, he plays those games. But you're right, Resident, and I'm glad that you and I see now why Metaphor being on Game Pass is a big deal. I see everything. So get with people, try new things, try new games, because you never know what you're gonna like. I tell my son this all the time. You know, if he's not playing NBA 2K, he plays that so damn much. And we game share. And he'll ask me, Dad, I don't know what to play. Ain't that about a bitch? I'm like, you got all these games, you're telling me you don't know what to play? So he'll go back, he'll do his Assassin's Creed, because I told you about him getting that new game attack. So he got that, he was doing those, and then he's like, man, so he went to Grand Theft Autos, and I had to go back, get him the trilogies and get him the 4s and get him all that. And he ran through all that. He's like, So he finally got off the 2K and he's on college football. And he's played in that first. He's like, man, Dad, I don't like it, but he kept playing. He's like, I like it. He says, it's okay. He was like, we're gonna get the Madden right. Because he knows I'm Cam Ward now. I'm tightened up right now. My Titans got Campbell. So I was like, we got to get Madden this year now. I think I'm finally gonna get that Madden. So now he's playing a little bit more. He's trying to explore a little bit, but it's hard when you got your homies. He's on the basketball team, so his homeboys, they get on that 2K and they play. And I told him it's okay, but learn how to expand. I told him, go play some Doom. Go play some. I said, go play some Starfield or something. Get into space. Go out there and travel on some planets and shit. And you won't know unless you give yourself a chance. And Game Pass is just full of chances. That's how I look at Game Pass. It's full of chances. You can't lose with it. It's a gamer's heaven. It's a gamer's refuge. That's why I didn't understand the PlayStation community when I said, hold on, y'all are trying to make fun of us for paying $11.99, right? To have about 300 games at our disposal, and you're making fun of us. And I was sitting here like, is this the dumbest thing in gaming history right now? Listening to donkeys make fun of us for having to pay one subscription fee? They would literally make fun of us. And I used to be like, damn, it must really hurt to be that dumb. Because you can't tell me that having more games at my disposal is stupid as a gamer. You can't even make that make sense, people.
It only makes sense to them, fam. Well, that's why you can't. I don't know why we waste time arguing with them, because I mean you can't argue with you can't argue with someone, like I said, that thinks that 30 is more than 70%. I mean that's just that's it for me. I'm sorry. I mean you can't argue that. Never.
That was the end game for you, Lou.
That was it for me. I mean, hell, they think the 30% that Sony's making is even more than 70% Microsoft. I'm like, oh shit. You know, I'm just done, man. It's like I said, they're gonna kill their they're gonna kill the console. Vita's gonna kill their console because they keep on feeding with that crap. It's like these past week, this article, like Shuhei Yoshida said, well, Game Pass is dangerous. I mean,
oh my God, yeah. You know, don't remind me.
I mean, it's like what I say though. They always look for that negative thing. It's always.
Well, guess what, people? Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna end the show on doom and gloom. Lou, doom and gloom was on off this show. Doom and gloom us.
Hey, nah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go play some Doom. I gotta finish this game so I can talk about it tomorrow morning.
Doom and gloom us. Let them know where they can find you at, Lou.
Oh, simple and easy. You can find me on Twitter, X, and Blue Sky. It's Crazy Lou Gaming. You can also find me on Discord. That's Crazy Lou Gaming. You can also on Wednesdays, Xbox International Podcast at 7 p.m. ET with Soundblow, the Big Pooh Man, Silent Cypher. And also, Good Morning with Crazy Lou Gaming from Mondays to Saturdays. When I send the signal, man, I tell you, chat, you got to hit that bell on the channel so you can know when I come on to talk about what's happening in the gaming news world. Have a beautiful night, y'all, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning because, you know, I'm out. I need to take more meds to see if I can feel better. But I'll be on tomorrow morning, guys. We got to do a morning show. Ooh, we got 007, baby. Let's go.
Spawn 117. Let them know where they can find you at, brother.
Right here on Di-RRec Gaming.
Resident Gamer Zero. Let them know where they can find you at, cuz.
You can find me right here on Di-RRec Gaming.
Well, look at here, man. I know the chat pat. You can find them on Di-RRec Gaming and around the Xbox community, showing support to many, many others out there. Yo, shout outs to everybody out there in the chat pad community. You already know we can't do it without y'all. Y'all the reason why we come out here. We get hyped up to know y'all gonna come out, man. With us, the wolves are out. We're howling. The chat pad is real. The mighty chat pad is real. Yo, listen, I go by the name of the New Legal, and I'm here to represent Di-RRec Gaming. And we come here to do one thing and one thing only. We have a responsibility, and that's to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help us gaming. In the meantime, don't be caught walking around here with your chain tucked because you're scared, because you don't know how to feel proud about yourself as a gamer. Let your chain hang and don't let nobody keep you from letting you check your chain, man, and you feel like you can't let it hang, bro. Let your chain hang. You are a gamer. You got something to represent. Represent it. We don't care what platform you represent. Represent it to the fullest. Get out here and make the industry great. Get out here and showcase your skills. Get out here and let gaming do the talking, because here on Di-RRec Gaming, we bring the streets to gaming and bring gaming back to the streets. Remember, always keep it gaming. And like I said, subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Never miss a beat on the ones and twos. Ladies and gentlemen, please leave some comments below. Do whatever you feel. Like, share, get off the show. Talk about us later. Hey, if you was in here live, we want to salute you. If you was stealth watching, we want to salute you. If you come back after we're done and we're long gone and you come back to listen to us, we salute you. If you're in another country and you listen to us and you make us international, we double salute you. Yo, we over here on the green side of things. We represent Xbox, but we have no problems recognizing real gamers around the world. We show nothing but love. We want to salute the Xbox, the community for everything that it does. We're moving forward. Shout outs to all the hardworking devs in the Xbox streets, the mighty Xbox team out there, and the leaderships that are tirelessly working to bring us enjoyment day in and day out. We want to say thanks to all of y'all. Shout out to Aaron Greenberg, man, for his account couldn't be taken down. They wanted to hack my dude, but my guy came back stronger than ever. Y'all have a great night tonight. God bless each and every last one of y'all. Y'all stay safe out there, and we'll see y'all next time on the flip side. In the meantime, peace.